This is a bullet that can laugh. In the moment it hit the man, a fragment rushed straight into his brain. But the man who was hit didn't die. Instead, he began to laugh uncontrollably. Fortunately, this bullet had a principle. As long as you watch the video, you won't get hurt. Soon, he was rushed to the hospital. But the laughter never stopped. Just as the doctors were deciding on the next step of examination for the man, a sudden muscle spasm occurred in his right hand. Yet, there was no sense of pain. Before the doctors could finish their examination, they also discovered that her eyesight began to deteriorate rapidly. Before the examination could even finish, she had completely gone blind. Immediately after, the man's heart rate began to skyrocket. His wound also started to seep a lot of blood in an instant. It was then that the doctor realized this might be an unknown virus. Upon learning the news, the CDC immediately locked down the man's residence. At this moment, the man's condition began to deteriorate rapidly. She felt pain all over her body, and the level of pain was increasing sharply. Overcome by the pain, she began to wail on the hospital bed. Even though the doctor injected him with epinephrine, it was to no avail. Seeing this, Uncle House concluded that it was a case of hyperalgesia, indicating that the virus had spread to the pain nerves in the man's brain. Thus, the pain would be unstoppable. The situation was urgent. Soon, she arrived at the man's residence. Casually, she walked into his greenhouse. Looking at the dirty irrigation system, a suspicion formed in her mind. Then he climbed up the exterior wall, and indeed discovered a foul-smelling pool. After taking samples for testing, she found it covered with amoeba pathogens. Once the pathogens enter the human brain, they first cause euphoria, followed by the loss of some bodily functions. Even more terrifying, uncontrollable pain would erupt in an instant.